Okay, hi guys. Pattern-collections.com is where you're going to find today's pattern. Under pattern focus, scroll down, go to this one. It's called Spooled. Come on. Open up the pattern. Okay, so this is by Cindy Angel. It's a grid pattern with lots of variations. So step number one, we're going to draw our grid, but instead of drawing it with straight lines, you're going to draw it with whoop-de-doops. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. Lots of wiggly lines. Inside the wiggly lines, we're going to put a square. And then from that square, we're going to draw lines to the corners. From that corner, that corner, that corner, that corner, so forth and so on until we've filled it all up. And then we're going to draw lines like this. Straight lines, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like little wrapped candies, kind of. And then on variations, you can do your lines different ways. I like this one, where it's all one way and then all the next way and so forth. This one's got different shading. This one's got different ways that these lines are done. Oh, this one's got a circle in the middle. Look at that. And then here is the artwork showing it in 3 different ways. Overlapped. There's that one, this one, and this one. That's cool. And this one doesn't have to have just 3 lines. Look at, you got lots of lines in this one because it's nice and big. She had plenty of room to do lines. So I'm going to try to do it on a bookmark. Turn on my light. I've already prepared my bookmark on the back with the information. All I need to do is put the pattern name on there and turn on my light. So this one, I think it's just going to go, obviously not going to have a whole lot of room to do a lot of them, so it's just going to have 2 like that, 2 rows, and then just going to kind of generally space it out here with the pencil like that. So I have just a super faint line where I'm going to put my whoop-de-doops. And I'm just going to start here and I'm just going to go all the way down. If I can get my pen to write. Wiggly, 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 squiggly, wiggly, wiggly. It's a perfect pattern for those of you who don't have a steady hand, because it's on purpose squiggly wiggly. Like that. And then I'm going to do 1 down the middle. Squiggly wiggly. And then I'm going to do going this way. Squiggly wigglies. Perfect. I think I'm going to do them You know what, I think I'm going to do every other one with a circle and a square in the middle. So I'm going to put a square in the middle of this one, and a circle, and a square, and a circle, just to give it a little bit of variation. into the corners and that way. This is a super easy one. Okay. So I need to use one of my cards. Tell it like it is cards. Now, somebody asked me, where do I get these cards? This is from an old board game from the 1970s. So it's unlikely you're going to find it, but, you know, any type of icebreaker question type thing would work for you. What is one of your hobbies? Well, see, I told you, these cards are like just rotating. They're the same questions over and over again. What is one of your hobbies? Clearly, drawing is one of my hobbies. Painting. I like mixed media art. When I am not doing art of some sort, then I'm working on my house, trying to get my art studio together, and I used to like to garden, but I've found that I've gotten more and more where I can't be out in the heat. The heat is starting to get to me. My mom has that same problem, so you know, I come to it naturally. So I'm finding that switching over to a drought tolerant, almost no plants landscape is going to work really well for me, because I just can't be out there in the sun anymore. My mom loves to garden. She gardens at her church, but she gets up really early in the morning and she has to be done by like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. At least right now when it's summer. In the winter she probably spends a little more time out there and works until like noon, lunchtime, something like that. But right now in the heat of, as soon as it starts getting hot, she's done. She feels like she's hibernating inside the house, but I feel that way too. The heat just really gets to me now. It didn't used to, but it's getting that way more and more. Oops. This is a fun little pattern. Super easy to do. I like to read. I read a lot of Christian fiction is mostly what I choose. I like other fiction as well, but Christian fiction really is where I choose to put my energies. If you guys are looking for a good book, one moment please. If you're looking for a good book, oh, let me reach it. This one, Apocalypse TV by Thomas Albaugh. Think you'd like that one? I know Mr. Thomas Albaugh. He's one of our church members. But he's written this book. You can find it on Amazon. You can get it in digital form. You don't have to buy the book. You can, I mean, you can get an e-version if that is what you guys choose, because I would prefer ebooks myself. I read it in ebook, but then he gave me a copy signed because he did. I want to do some dark on here. How do I want to do the dark? Thinking I'm going to do the dark here. And on these ones, I think I want to do like that. Yep. That's what I want. Ooh, I got crooked. I went crooked. Can't remember the name of. I read this really good series of books, and I can't remember the name of it. Ah, shoot. If I think about it, between this drawing and the next one, I will go into my Amazon account and I will look it up so you guys can see it. It was really good. If you guys like dystopian world type books, you'll really like this series. Kind of reminded me of, I don't want to say The Hobbit, because that's not quite right, but you know, where there's another world that's completely different than our own. I ended up, I do end up buying a lot of the books where they're like free or only 99 cents on Amazon. And then if I really like book one, then I'll just buy the rest of the series. This was one of them. Sometimes those free books, they're free for a reason. Just saying. But then I don't feel guilty when I'm reading one of the free books that if I really just don't like it, it was free. It's okay. I don't leave negative reviews. I just don't purchase the rest of them, or I don't even finish that book, you know. Sometimes I wonder about myself. I keep saying, you know, I didn't like this book from the beginning. Why did I read the whole rest of it? I kept hoping. I'm an optimist. I kept hoping it would get better, and then it never does. But I read the whole thing anyways. You guys do that? I do that. Don't know why. nice with this pen. Pattern name, Spooled. Okay, and then a little bit of shading, maybe a little highlighting as well, because we are on the colored paper. Didn't highlight on the last one. The yellow paper, I've decided, doesn't really lend itself to some good highlights. I don't know why, but it just doesn't seem to. But the other colors all do pretty good with getting a lovely highlight. I just lay down a little bit of pencil. You notice I'm not super precious with it. I just lay some down, and then I use my blending stump to pull that color out and smudge it. And then I think I want white. Something like that. Almost feeling like I want white here. Oh yeah, that's what it needed. How delightful. I'm good with that. You good with that? I'm good with that. There's the name, so I have it for my thumbnail. You guys have a really great day. I will see you tomorrow. Go out and do something nice for someone today and make the world a better place. I will see you later. Bye.